Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Intraday Trade. My name is Robin and let's do our Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So today I think it was really a fantastic day because yesterday we thought of a gap up opening and that could convert into selling. The only reason is FIs and pros both were holding very strong bearish positions, but we were not sure if we could get a gap up in the market. But eventually today both Nifty and Bank Nifty opened with a very good gap up, and that to right at resistance area, and immediately it came down under selling pressure. So that was a nice day today. Option sellers who do straddles and strangles, they might have faced some difficulties, but other than that, for option buyers, I think it was a really good day. So let's see what could be the position for tomorrow. See, today most of the positions in participant wise OI will just show you that close long and close short, because definitely it was an expiry day today. So the option positions it would show as close, and what we can do is we can just slightly identify from future positions. So if you look at futures, FIs have created some long futures and they have again created short futures, which is around 13,268. So the long futures will act as a hedge, but otherwise the short positions in future is definitely more. And yesterday we saw that figure was around something around 33,000 and another 13,200 today. So they are still in the bearish mode. But when you look at the options, short positions has been closed more than the long positions. It is the same for FII and pros. So this was call, and if we look at put, again short positions were closed more than the long position. So this was clearly squaring of all the expiry option positions. So nothing we could actually determine from calls and puts, that is options, but futures gives us a fair idea that FIs still continue to be bearish in the market. So any trade that we are supposed to take tomorrow, we'll plan to take a bearish trade. Now let's quickly check out the open interest. Open interest, this is for the next week. So since this is for next week, both call and put side people are far, so no significant activity around ITM and ATM. So only this particular strike, which is 35,000 in Bank Nifty, looks like a straddle position. But if you look at the PCR values, it is around 0.48. So this is already into a reversal level. So let's also check Nifty. So Nifty, sorry, 10th March. So Nifty also, I think it would be similar like Bank Nifty. Let's see. It's taking a bit of time because I'm sitting in another room and I think the internet isn't that strong here. Cool. So if we look at Nifty around ATM, we can see strong resistances building up, but supports, if you see, they are just far away from one another. And the PCR value is currently at 0.55. Okay, so what is the take so far before we discuss the levels. FIIs continue to be bearish. Okay, so bearish in futures. Shorts have been added significantly, and we have to keep in mind that Bank Nifty PCR value is around 0.48 and Nifty's PCR value stands at 0.55. So this is close to reversal, but before reversal we may see a sharp fall or a very strong momentum, and then it would reverse. So this is what it happens usually. Okay, when it comes around 0.45, market tries to reverse. So maybe even here I did not notice because I wasn't there in the second half of the market. Here also there could be a possibility Bank Nifty would have touched around 0.45 and immediately there was a spike in the market. So this spike was dangerous. 35,000 call option from 0.55, it went all the way to 128.55, sorry, 121.55, and then finally closed at zero. But that was definitely a panic for option sellers, especially who are trading after 3 p.m. So these are something which we have to keep in mind. Now let's discuss the levels. So mark these lines that I've marked here. So right now the resistance that we have is at 35,764 and support we have at 34,437, and market is somewhere in the middle. So as soon as this level breaks, so tomorrow at least a 15-minute candle, a proper 15-minute red candle, if it closes below 34,900, then we may see a further fall until 34,450. Okay, so just make it as 34,450, but we need a good red candle close below 34,900. Okay, call buying should be initiated only above 35,330, but right now we aren't really interested in call buying. So I always tell people that, since we follow FIIs, it is always better let them be bullish and then we can trade along with them. Let them be bearish, we can trade along with them. But in the middle, while they are bearish, we shouldn't be thinking about becoming bullish. So call option buying only about 35,330. Your target would be somewhere close to 35,750 to 800, but not really recommended. Just in case if we get market here around 35,330, like with a gap up or something, okay, then we can actually initiate a put buy here, and the first target becomes 34,900 again. Okay, but do not wait for a dip beyond this. Okay, in case if you get the market here, you will trade a put only until this place. The only reason is we have already taken support here quite a lot of times, and when we breached it, market immediately gave a sharp recovery. That means buyers are still holding this level. So in case if market comes from the top here, then it becomes difficult to break this level because buyers would immediately enter again. But in case if we open flat and just we spend maybe like 10 or 15 minutes and we break it, then the bulls will not really think of supporting the market, they let them fall. So keep this in mind. So there is a possibility then we may take a halt here, and on Monday we may show some signs of recovery. So that's the reason I was telling you. So this should be our plan for Bank Nifty. So this area will buy a put, and once a good red candle closes below this area, we'll buy a put. In this case, our target is this, and if we break this, our target is going to be around 34,450. Okay, so this is my view for Bank Nifty. Let's quickly check out Nifty as well. Okay, good that it opened quickly. Yeah, so this is Nifty. Nifty also, let's see if we can look for a call buying area. See, to be very frank, the call buying should be only done above this level. Okay, then we may get some momentum, but in case if you wish to buy a call option somewhere here, so let me just put a black line here. Okay, then this would be a sideways area, so keep that in mind. So in case Nifty comes above this place, then Nifty may remain sideways within this range. And since it's a Friday tomorrow, we'll have to wait and see what kind of positions FIs and pros build in the options. But in case, if we start spending time here and then we break out on the upper side, then we can definitely buy a call option, because we already tried and consolidated here, but the breakout was on the downside. But in case if we do that again and if we get a breakout on the upside, then obviously you can take a call option here. And for put, like any gap up at this place, then we can buy a put option here. Or if we, same like Bank Nifty, if we close below this area, which is 16,480, okay, below 16,480, we may see a quick fall. So first target would be around 16,350 and the second would be around 16,200. But if we break this level, Nifty can short test 16,200. Okay, and just to let you all know, FI's positions are more in Bank Nifty rather than Nifty. So maybe Bank Nifty can show a bigger or a better moment than Nifty, whichever side it's possible. So this is all about my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Let's meet on another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.